Hello guys, welcome back to my channel vfxexpert. So guys, in this today's class we are going to see lens distortion workflow with 3DEqualizer, Maya and Nuke using STMap. So now we are inside 3DEqualizer and I have tracked over this shot inside 3DEqualizer. So you can see this is a shot here. So simply just I have tracked this shot inside 3DEqualizer and this is our camera solve. And also just I have undistorted this shot inside 3DEqualizer. So you can see this distortion and this shot inside 3DEqualizer. So you can see this distortion and undistort. So now just I am going to export this lens distortion value and also camera track for Maya. So before exporting anything, first you have to set this first frame according to your sequence starting frame. So this is our sequence starting frame, which is number 0. So same number just I have type it here. So now after this, just we have to click on 3D4, then file, then export. So first we will export lens distortion. So just I am going to use this export Nuke LD 3DE4 lens distortion node. So just simply click and just select your folder. So this is our main folder. So just simply select this new folder and downside just give a file name. So maybe underscore distortion, then underscore v01. So this is our file name. Now just we have to click on OK. Now press OK. So now just I have exported over this lens distortion value using this LD3D4 node here or script here. And now after this we have to also export this camera track for Maya. So just we have to click on 3D4, then export project and just select this Maya. Now just select your folder. So inside this Maya, so just give a file name. Now we have to click on OK and press OK. So now just I have exported this camera track for Maya. Now just we have to come inside Nuke and just we have to do remaining work inside Nuke. So now we are inside Nuke. So first we have to import our main footage. So again just select this read node and just select your footage. View this one here. So this is our main shot here. Now after this just we have to correct this shot pixel aspect ratio. So for this just simply double click, then format, just we have to click on this edit, then give a name, so original shot, then pixel aspect ratio 1.5. Now just we have to click on OK. So now here just I have corrected this pixel aspect ratio for this shot and just select this global to input. Now click on the starting frame here. Now press S for project setting. So same corrected frame size just we have to define in project setting and define this property 1. So simply play and check. So this is a shot here. Then after this just we have to import a distortion node or a distortion value which just I have exported from 3DEqualizer. So for this just we have to click on this file, then insert comp node and just select your file. So inside this Nuke folder, this is our file. This one distortion which just I have exported from 3DEqualizer. Now we have to click on open. So now if you will connect after this footage, so you will get this undistort footage. So you can see, so this is our main footage and this is our undistort footage. So one more important thing before importing this distortion node inside 3DEqualizer. So here I am using this LDPK kit. So before importing this LD 3D node inside Nuke, first you have to install LDPK kit for Nuke. So this plugin just you can download from 3dequalizer.com. Then you have to install inside Nuke plugins folder. Then only just you can import inside Nuke. So now suppose if you want to check inside Nuke, then we have to click on this others. Then go to all plugin, then update. Now press tab and find maybe LD. So you can see this LD3D4. So all these actually nodes just I am getting because just I have installed LDPK kit for Nuke. Then only you will get all these LD node inside Nuke. So now just we have to generate STMap from LD3DE node. So for this what we have to do, simply just we have to double click, then go to this output mode So inside this image, just we have to select this STMap. So now I am getting this STMap undistorted. So remember this one, because just we have to generate two STMap. First for undistort, second for distort, because after compositing we have to reapply our distortion on our final compositing. So two STMap we have to export from Nuke. So first just I am going to export this STMap. Use right node. So press tab and take a right node. Connect after this. Then double click. Then click on this file and just select your folder. So here I have created this folder which is undistort STMap. Select this folder, then downside just give a name. Then dot for hashtag. Then .exr format. Then we have to click on save. Then inside this exr, in this color space, just we have to click on this raw data. And this data type we have to select the 32-bit float. Now we have to click on this render. And here I have selected this input, so this will automatically take this frame range from this input here. Now we have to click on OK. So remember this one, this is actually undistort, because here just I have selected this inside this LD3D node undistort. So this is actually undistort STMap. Okay. So again just we have to click on the right node and just click on render and just OK. So now here first file just I have generated. Now just we have to also create a STMap for reapply our distortion. So we have to also generate a STMap for distortion. So again just simply we can change two things, or if you want you can just simply copy and paste. So just select Ctrl C and Ctrl V and just paste it here. So again just connect with this footage. Now just select this one, press 1. So just two things just we have to change. First in this LD3D node, again direction just we have to select the distort, and this right node. From this right node just we have to select folder where we want to save this STMap file. So again, so this is our actually second folder, whichever the distort STMap. Then give a name, then dot, then for hash, then dot exr. Now we have to again click on save, and remaining raw data just we have to check, and data type we have to select the 32-bit float. Now again double click and again just render this STMap file. So now here both STMap just I have exported from our Nuke. Now just we have to import inside Nuke. So again press R. So this is actually distort for reapply our distortion. Again press R, and this is actually STMap for undistort. So now copy this original footage. So Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Now how we can use these two STMap. So first I am going to use this undistort. So this is our main footage. So now suppose if you want to undistort this footage, then press tab and you take a STMap node. So this source input just we have to connect with your footage, and this STMap just we have to connect these two STMaps. So because first just I am going to undistort this footage, so I am going to use this undistort. So just simply we have to connect with this STMap. So now nothing I am getting here. Then double click on this STMap, then go to this UV channels and just we have to select this RGB. So now we are getting this undistort footage. So this is our main footage and this is our actually undistort footage. So you can see. So now after this, suppose if you want to export this undistort footage for Maya, so maybe suppose if you are exporting your camera track from 3DEqualizer to Maya, then you need to use this undistort or UD plate for Maya. So now suppose if you want to export this UD plate from Nuke for Maya, so for this just we need a reformat node. So press tab and take a reformat node. Just connect after this STMap. Then double click here. So because if you will see here, actually this is our main footage and this is our undistort shot. So I am getting this overscan. So for this what we can do, so first we have to recover all these pixels which is our actually going outside from our this frame. So for this just double click on this reformat node, then set type to scale, and just we have to adjust this scale value. So maybe 1.2, Now just select this one, press 1, so you can see maybe. So still actually I am not getting anything here over scan frame size. So first, after defining this value, just we have to say this resize type none and also preserve bounding box. So you can see, so maybe just little bit, still I am not getting all pixels here. So for this, just maybe we can define maybe 1.3. So now just I am getting this all pixels inside our this frame here with your overscan frame size. And little bit, suppose if you are getting maybe this stretch pixels, so if you want, you can just use a black outside node. So after this footage, press tab and take a black outside node. Now just you can see, so now just I am getting this undistorted footage with all your pixels here. So you can see this one here. Then after this, if you want to export this one, then we have to generate a overscan frame size. Then we will export. So later we have to use this overscan frame size inside Nuke for compositing. Okay, so again after this reformat node, press tab and take another reformat node. Now just I am going to define our this overscan frame size. So again maybe, so just double click inside this reformat node, then go to this format, then click here and just click on this new. So this is our actually overscan frame size. Downside we have to define maybe value, so maybe 16. In second value to maybe 1398. So maybe, so remember this one, just we have to cover all pixels inside this overscan frame size. So maybe this is sufficient. Now just press OK, pixel spectrum 1.5. Now we have to press OK. So now again in the size tab, just we have to select this none and preserve bounding mode, just we have to check. So now just select this one, press 1 here. Now just I am getting this. So now you can see here. Okay, so all pixels just I am recovering inside of this frame here. So now suppose if you want to generate UD plate or undistorted plate for Maya, so again take a right node, then double click, then click and just select your folder. So there was UD plate folder and just give a name, then dot for hashtag, then .jpeg, format, save. Then again we have to maybe quality font, you can increase, otherwise leave it. Now click on render, same frame range, now press OK. So now I am generating this UD plate. So mainly this file just I am generating for Maya only. So now I have also exported over this UD plate. Now we have to come inside Maya. So now we are inside Maya. So first we have to import our camera track, which just I have exported from 3DEqualizer. Then we have to click on file, then click on import and just select your file. So this is our Maya folder. Inside this is our file which just I have exported from 3DEqualizer. Then we have to click on import. Now just we have to click on panel and just select this camera view here. So now we are looking through this camera view. So now if you will see here, actually all these locators point or not placed exact positions here. So you can see this is a little bit off from these positions here. So if you will see here, actually this is our actually distorted plate here or original plate. So first we have to relink our undistorted plate or UD plate which just I have exported from Nuke. So for this first we have to delete this image plane. So again just we have to open this scene and select this camera, then open hyperset. Then go to this camera and just select this image plane and just simply press delete button and delete this image plane. Now just we have to create a new image plane. So for this again just we have to select this camera, then go to this attribute editor, then downside you will get this environment options, open this one and click on image plane and just create image plane. Then we have to click here and just select your UD plate or undistorted plate which just we have exported from Nuke. So this is our UD plate folder, so just we have to select and select the starting frame. Now click on open and just click on use image sequence. So now if you will see here, actually this is looking a little bit stretched. So for this just we have to again select this camera. Then in this image plane shape downside you will get this placement option. So just we have to select this to size. Then after this if you see here, actually still all these points are not placed at exact position. So for this we have to actually use our overscan value which is 1.3 and just we have to multiply in two places inside Maya. So now we are inside Nuke. So if you will double click on this reformat node, so you will get this scale value which is 1.3. So this value just we have to use in Maya. So again come inside Maya. So now we are inside Maya. So first we have to again go to this camera and select this shape. So downside you will get this film bag. Open this one. So you will get this camera aperture parameters here. So simply first we have to multiply these two values. So for this simply just click here, then is equal to, then multiply means star 1.3. So this is actually just a formula. Then we have to click for next parameter. So again just simply we have to multiply with 1.3. So again is equal to, and click here, multiply by 1.3. So now still this is not matching. So again just we have to go to this image plane shape. So downside you will again get this placement options here. So same size we have to also multiply. So again just is equal to, multiply by 1.3. Then second value, so is equal to, multiply by 1.3. So now here if you will see, so all these locators are exact place as in 3DEqualizer or at exact positions here, and this is just matching here. So till here first we have to save as our scene. So click on file, save scene as, and just select your folder. So folder, then downside give a file name. Then we have to click on save as. So just we have to select this Maya, save as. Now after this just I am going to create this pillar using this cube geometry here. So for this what we can do, so simply just I am going to use actually two view. Just we can click here. First view define as a camera. Second view just use as a perspective and just create a cube. Press W, D and V and just place anchor point at this point. Now press V and just snap it here. Now properly just we have to place. So properly just we have to place according to this pillar here. So this is just only for reference here, because here I have already placed at exact positions here. Then after this just we can apply some checker materials here. So for this just simply right click, then click on assign new material. Then we can click on maybe Lambert. Then go to this Lambert and click on this color and just apply this checker here. Now press 6. You can see this is a checker board. Then after this one you can just simply select, then go to this UV and just select this automatic UV and just if you want you can just adjust it here. So here I have already created this pole or this pillar here. So just I am going to import it. So simply just delete this one. Now we have to click on file, then click on import and just select your file. So this is just simply just pillar just I have created at this position. So you can see here, so same pillar and I have applied this checker materials here. Now if you will see here, so this is just moving. Now you can see in this camera view here. So again if you want you can just use this shaded mode and simply just if you want you can use this press 6. So after this just I am going to render this geometry and use this single view. So firstly just save as our scene. So again click on file, save scene as. So first assign some layers in our display layer. So this are actually locators. Hide all these locators. So now just we have to render only this geometry, not with this background or image plane. So for this what we have to do, so again just we have to select this camera, then go to this attribute, then again this image plane shape and just we have to select this display mode none. So we will not get this image plane. Now maybe if you want you can just use this. Okay, then after this we have to actually do some settings before render. Then we have to click on this render settings. Then we have to define our frame size. Then inside the render file output just we have to select this maybe PNG. Then downside in this frame animation extension just we have to select this name.haste.ext or extension. Then just we can define our frame range or timeline range. So 0 to 214 frame. Then downside we have to select this camera and just we have to also define our this frame size or image size. So just according to your overscan frame size just we have to define your size here. So if you want to check inside Nuke, so just simply you can check. So just simply you can double click here. So you will get this 1658, 1398 and 1.3 pixel aspect ratio. So 16 58 1398 and downside pixel aspect ratio which is 1.5. This is also important. So now finally just we have to select this renderer. So just we have to select this Maya softwares. Now just close this one here. Then after this first save as ever scene, then we will render this scene. Then click on file, save scene as. So downside is given name. Now finally we have to click on save as. Then after this, in this modeling drop down, just we have to select this rendering. Then go to this render and downside you will get this batch render. So now just check inside this downside here. So now rendering has started. Then after this just you have to check your Maya project folder and just you have to import this checker render inside new. So if you have not set Maya project, then you have to check your default Maya project. So render is completed. Now come inside Nuke. So now we are inside Nuke. So just we have to import our checker render. So this is a checker render. We just type render from Maya. So just we have to select and just we have to click on open. Now just select this one and press 1. So this is actually with overscan frame size. So now just we have to compose it inside Nuke and just we have to reapply our distortion on our final compositing. So first we have to copy our plate. So this is our main plate. Control C and Control V, whichever actually distorted or original plate. So first we have to reformat our this render because this is I have rendered with overscan frame size. So for this just we have to use reformat node. So press tab and just take a reformat node. Then double click here and just we have to select this original frame size or footage frame size. So just we have to select this one. Then width none, pressure bonding box. Then after this we have to distort this render because actually this is actually undistort render which just I have rendered from Maya and this is our distorted plate. So here I will also explain two methods. So first we will apply distortion on our this renderer, then we will compose it with our this final footage here. So for this again just we have to use this distortion STMap. So first just use this one and then take a STMap node. So press tab and then take a STMap node. Connect this source with this reformat node, STMap with this STMap. Then double click on this STMap properties 1. Then go to this UV channel and just select this RGB. So now we are getting this distorted output here. Okay. Then after this just simply we can merge with our this main plate here. So again just we can take a merge node. So press M. So this will be our background main plate or original plate and this will be our foreground. Now just select this one, press 1, so double click in merge node and just use this mix value maybe 0.4 or 5. So just easily we can compare and just we can see. So now if you will see, so this render just I have composed inside Nuke and this is just matching according to our this footage movement here. So this is our actually first method. So second method also just I am going to explain. So for this what we can do, so again just copy this one only. Control C, Control V. So first, if you want, you can again just undistort your main plate, whichever this original plate. So for this, just I am going to use this STMap, whichever this undistort STMap, this one, or undistort STMap with this. First, we will undistort our this main plate. So just copy and just paste it here. Then again, press tab, take a STMap node. So connect this source with this footage, then STMap with this STMap. Now select this one, press 1, double click. So again, UV channel, just we have to select this RGB. So now just I am getting this undistorted and this output also undistorted. Then simply just we can merge. So take a merge node. So this will be our background original plate or this undistorted plate and this will be our foreground. So just select this one, press 1. So I am getting this result. Again just use this mix value maybe 0.5. So then easily just we can compare. So now we can see. Then after this we have to reapply our distortion on our this compositing here. So for this again just I am going to use this distortion STMap. So this is actually for reapplying our distortion. Then Control C, Control V. Then again take STMap node. Then source we have to connect with our this merge and STMap we have to connect with this STMap, then double click and again just use this RGB. So now if you will see, so same result just I am getting here. A little bit if you can adjust this mix value. So same result I am getting here. So whatever method you like, just simply you can reapply our distortion on our final compositing. So guys, till here I have completed this class, lens distortion workflow with 3DEqualizer, Maya and Nuke. So if you like this video, please watch, share, comment and subscribe my channel if you are still not subscribed my channel. So thanks for watching.